Welcome to Cold Brew Finance's end-of-day world currencies, stock markets and commodities wrap-up for Wednesday, May 14th, 2025. Kicking things off, I'm Victoria Cashmore. Key currency pairs showed mixed movement today. The greenback strengthened against most major currencies, though it fell against the yen. Notable sideways movement was observed in several pairs, with the euro and sterling both showing flat price action over recent days. Looking at returns, the US dollar has posted modest gains month to date against the euro and sterling, up 1.38% and 0.42% respectively. However, year-to-date performance shows declines across most major pairs. Among other currency pairs, the dollar broke upward against both the loonie and rupee after 3 days of flat trading. The offshore yuan pair shows a very strong negative trend despite today's slight uptick. Week-to-date returns show the greenback performing best against the Kiwi and Canadian dollar, gaining roughly 0.49% and 0.33% respectively. However, year-to-date declines persist across most pairs, particularly against the Singapore dollar.
Looking at global stock market tracking ETFs, I'm Max Profit. Chile leads the global markets, rising 2% to close at 33.24, marking its 9th consecutive up day and 5th straight all-time high. Indonesia gained 2.4% to 17.97, breaking out from a sideways pattern. China and Hong Kong both showed strong upward momentum. Notable returns show China leading week-to-date performance with a 4.4% gain. Chile maintains impressive momentum with a 32.7% year-to-date return. Hong Kong and Indonesia are showing strong weekly gains above 2.9%. Among declining markets, Japan fell 1.1% to 71.45, breaking downward after 3 flat days. Australia dropped 1% to 25.16, while maintaining sideways movement. Thailand declined nearly 1% after breaking from a 4-day consolidation pattern. Despite today's declines, longer-term performance remains largely positive. Germany maintains a strong 26.8% year-to-date return despite today's 0.61% drop. Thailand shows the most significant weakness, down 7.4% year-to-date, while Japan still holds a 6.5% gain for the year.
Considering commodities, I'm Liquidity. Gold futures and silver futures both declined over 2% today. Aluminum futures stood out with a 3% gain, marking its 6th consecutive positive close amid strong upward volatility. Looking at returns, aluminum shows remarkable strength with a 5.7% weekly gain. Gold and silver both show weekly losses exceeding 1.7%, while year-to-date, gold maintains a robust 20.5% gain. In energy markets, natural gas futures experienced a significant 5% decline. Heating oil futures notched its 6th consecutive positive close. Both Brent and crude oil futures fell 1.2%. Return analysis shows heating oil leading with a 5.4% weekly gain. Natural gas has declined 7.4% this week, while crude oil shows an 8% monthly gain despite recent weakness. Live cattle futures achieved a new all-time high for the 3rd consecutive day. Feeder cattle hit an intraday record but couldn't maintain it. Class 2I milk gained 1.5% amid improving momentum. Return metrics show lean hogs with impressive year-to-date gains of 21.5%. Feeder cattle and live cattle both maintain strong year-to-date performance above 11%. In grains, wheat rose 2.1%, while rough rice gained 3%. Soybean futures marked its sixth straight positive close with strong upward momentum. Oats broke downward after 6 days of consolidation. Looking at returns, soybeans show a 2% weekly gain and positive momentum across all timeframes. Wheat and rough rice both show significant year-to-date losses despite today's gains. Soft commodities showed mixed performance today. Coffee futures declined notably, down 10.50 to 365.85, a 2.7% drop. Orange juice surged 6.1%, gaining 14.95 to 258.75, marking its third consecutive positive close. Cocoa maintained its strong positive trend despite a slight decline, showing some upward volatility. Looking at weekly returns, orange juice and cocoa are showing strength, up 13.1% and 7.7% respectively. Coffee has struggled, down 5.6% for the week. Year-to-date, coffee remains the only positive performer, up 14.4%.
And with that, we conclude another end-of-day world currency, markets and commodities wrap-up. I'm Victoria Cashmore, along with my AI co-hosts Max Profit and Liquidity. Thanks for watching. Look for daily wrap-ups every day just after 5 p.m. New York time. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Cold Brew Finance is an experimental project with market reports written, narrated and delivered totally by AI, with market data kindly provided by financialmodelingprep.com. Always seek professional financial advice before making any investment decisions. Check into the channel daily for coverage of stocks, cryptocurrency and commodities. Thanks for watching.